Hi everybody, I'm Peggy. Thank you for coming to my channel, Between the Pegs. One of the things I wanted to talk about today happens to do with arthritis, and it's arthritis in the hand. My profession is occupational therapist assistant, and so I work with people on and off every day who suffer from arthritis. But I'm also an avid motorcycle rider, and I belong to several different chat groups, Facebook groups. And one of the recurring themes that I'm seeing happens to do with the fact of questions that are coming out of, oh, hey, you know, after a ride, my fingers are getting stiff, they're hurting, they're, you know, with the pain in there. And the questions going around is, what do we do? What do we do in those situations where our hands are hurting, our fingers are hurting? Because we're not getting younger. I mean, this is gray, but I call it my fairy dust, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I figured what I would do is come on here, share with you guys some of the information that I use and that I help my patients with at work in regards to arthritis. First and foremost thing is, if you haven't gone to the doctor, I truly recommend going to the doctor because these are just suggestions, they're just pieces of information that I've collected over the years through different trainings, through work, and thought they would be beneficial, maybe help alleviate some of the pain until you're able to get to your physician. But I highly recommend getting to your physician. With arthritis, you know, is it inflammation in maybe one joint, maybe several joints, or all of the joints within your hand? There's chronic arthritis, and there's acute. The two most common forms of arthritis that you see in people's hands happen to be osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. You know, you get stiffness in your joints, you get the pain in there. After a while, I know for me sometimes if I'm on a long ride and I'm gripping and gripping and gripping, sometimes I forget to relax. I forget to loosen up my grip, especially if I'm riding in bad weather, rain or anything, or if it's a really windy day and I feel like I'm kind of just white knuckling it just to kind of get through those moments. And by the time I finally get to a rest break, my fingers are like, and I can feel them crunching and cracking and practically have to pry them off of the hand grips. And I've heard that from so many other riders over the time. Even the crazy riders that are out there riding in the cold weather right now. Right now it is snowed outside. It's super cold where I live in Kansas, and I'm not going to be outside very long. Definitely not going to be on a bike for a little while, unfortunately, which is making me crabby and grouchy. Who else out there is crabby and grouchy because they can't go riding because of the freaking weather? Thank you, Mother Nature. Anyway, soapbox, sorry. You can see I'm bitchy from not riding. Anyway, so some of the things I thought I would cover today potentially is changing your diet. Hard thing to say, change your diet. You got to start cutting back on maybe sugars. God, please don't kill me, some of my friends. Cut back on the cheese. You got to cut back on some of the cheese, some of the processed foods. And you got to watch out for certain types of oils that you're putting in your food or that are already in your food. Because those can actually increase, if you don't have arthritis, they could increase your chance for the different types of arthritis and make it worse. Some of the foods that you should be eating would be kind of your greens, your broccolis, your Brussels sprouts, fish. I'm not a fish eater, but anyway, if you're a fish eater, eat fish, especially types of fatty fish. They got all that fun, googly stuff in there that I'm not going to put in my mouth. But other people do because they love fish, love seafood, and they're the ones it's going to help out your arthritis. Garlic definitely helps. Doesn't help the breath, but it will help with your arthritis. Certain types of cherries, especially the tart cherries. Whatever magic they got in them, it actually helps. It'll help reduce some of that pain and inflammation. until you can get to your physician, primary care doctor, or whoever, to get your hands looked at and your joints looked at, and maybe get you put on some type of anti-inflammatory medication. Vitamin C, definitely. Foods that are really good at, have a lot of vitamin C in them. Taking vitamin C is a benefit as well. And so that's kind of some of the stuff regarding diet. It's just a small glimpse at it, little snippet there. Next thing I want to talk about is your wrist. Don't forget about your wrist. People, when you're riding, your wrists get tired. As you're riding, let off for a little bit. Loosen up your wrist. Stretch them out. I'll cover here in just a little bit. Your hand exercises, finger exercises, and just kind of what you can do at either your breaks when you're stopping to get fuel, when you gotta pee, when you need a candy bar break. You know what I'm talking about, you chocolate lovers. You know what I'm talking about. You just gotta stop to take a break. And so let's talk about the first things right here. First off, your fingers start cramping up, your hand cramps up, your palm cramps up. And so there's many different things out there, but one of the biggest things you're going to hear constantly is, if your bike doesn't have it already on the hand grip, is Cramp Buster. It is a piece of cool plastic that's got a nice swirl on the end of it that goes right over your handlebar grip. And it curves down, and so the nice part of your palm right here can rest on it, and you can relax your hand, because your palm right here, the nice fleshy part right here, is going to be taking the brunt of that for a while. And so you can just relax your hands, just let them chill out, relax. And so you're not having to run that throttle. Your hand can do it, your palm can do it. Called Cramp Busters. And so you can find them all over the place. Walmart, different bike shops. They're crazy all over the internet. Amazon has them, all different colors. Find it to match your bike. Any color you want. Standard black, saw some pink, purple. You wanna make them fancy? Bedazzle them, bejewel them, do whatever you want. Find those fancy crystals that people are doing and putting all over their bikes. Put that all over them. Anything you can do to help out your hand and your wrist and your fingers. Go get a Cramp Buster, okay? And so one of the other things I've been recommending before people take a ride, before people take rides is, these are also sold by some of your big box stores, paraffin bath. Hot paraffin bath, which is, it's liquid wax up to a certain temperature, and man, you put your hands in there and it is like a nice hot waxy bath for your hands. Recommend doing it either before a ride or after, or both, okay? And some of the other things I recommend doing is hand exercises before, during, and after a ride, especially a long ride. Sometimes even when I'm riding, I'll take one hand off and I'll be doing different things with my fingers. I'll put them on my leg and kind of stretch them out. And so definitely doing stuff on and off during the ride. The other thing you can buy are those, I wish I had one with me, I forgot to get it, sorry about that, are the packs that you pop that get really warm. And so some of those are kind of nice, that if you have a jacket on or whatever, you could pop that packet, slide your hand in your pocket while you're riding, and get that nice warm heat back on your hands. The other option is when you stop to take a pee or fuel break, or that chocolate candy bar break we were talking about, take that pack out, get it out, get it hot, pop it, get it hot, and start warming your hands up while you're walking around, stretching your legs, or fueling up. The other options are go in the bathroom, run them under not hot water, but hot water, warm water, get them warm, stick them under the hand dryer. Warm them up. While you're getting them warm, start doing your stretches, start doing your exercises, okay? That'll help cut down hopefully some of that pain in your fingers and some of the fatigue. And so that way you can go on and have a more enjoyable ride. So some of the first ones that I thought I would just cover on here really quick is, is your finger exercises. We're going to talk about having your hand open like this, and you're just going to spread them all out. Get them a nice big stretch, okay? And then don't forget to just do your thumb. Just work your thumb back and forth. Some people a lot of times have more pain in their thumb because of holding on to that grip. And so work on doing your thumb. Make sure when you're coming side to side, make sure you go front to back too, whichever direction. And then don't forget to crisscross over, okay? Really stretch that thumb out and bring it over and bring it across, all right? And so you get a nice complete stretch. Sometimes if that thumb gets really, really stiff and sore, bring it over, stretch it over as far as you can. You might assist it just a little bit to give it a nice extra stretch, a little bit fuller stretch, okay? Then the next one I kind of recommend are your okays. I'm doing okay. And then you come down and you make sure that you're doing it with each individual finger, okay? Bringing it down and bringing each one down. Do that several times. Sometimes if you can't get them at the first, second time, that's okay. As long as you're feeling a stretch in there, all right? If you have to get to the point where you need to help them, okay? And then I like to bring my hands together, okay? And you can do all those exercises together, almost all of them, okay? And then do your stretches where you're stretching your wrists as well, okay? Don't forget those wrists, okay? If you need to, bring your other hand in. Help stretch your hand back a little bit, okay? And then help flex them. So you got your extension and you got your flexion. Same thing for fingers. You got your extensions, you got your flexions. And so don't forget to use your other hand to help your other hand, okay? And then break them down. You can do where you do like a glide with your fingers, okay? Don't forget that, because sometimes that feels really good, especially being like this for a while, all right? And so don't forget your wrist, like I said, your flexion and your extension, okay? But also do where you go side to side. Do a parade wave, you know, or your radial and your ulnar deviation. So you get that nice kind of stretch going on there. Don't forget your other hand either. Get them going on. And if you have to secretly doing this in the bathroom at a break because you're too embarrassed to do it out in the parking lot, do it in the bathroom. Get them nice and warm under the water or under the hand dryer. Get them nice and warm and then start doing all these exercises, okay? And hell, put on some music. Get your friends involved. Get a parking lot dance going on. Who knows? Maybe the people that ride on 4 wheels will come over and join. You never know. They might be bored on a long car ride too. And so those are just a few of the things that I kind of recommend for people to try, for people to do. Stress balls, squishy balls. You can definitely do a lot of exercises with those stress balls, squishy balls. So take your time. Your hands start getting crampy. They start getting painful. They start hurting. Stop, pull over, take a break. Do your exercises. Try the paraffin bath. Plus, it's just really nice being in that hot wax. Oh my God. And then if you're a person who likes to peel things, once that wax is dry on your hands, you get to peel it off nice and slow. And it's kind of nice. And so when you use a paraffin bath, they also sell scented paraffin. You can get it online. You can get it on these girly shops where you buy makeup and hair stuff and all that fun smelling stuff. You go buy scented paraffin. A lavender scent is really, really nice. It's really relaxing. Or you can buy plain paraffin. And if you're an essential oil kind of gal or man, no judgment out there, fellas, because that shit works. Put some essential oils in your paraffin wax and That will, it's so nice. It smells so good. It's so relaxing. And so try that, okay? Try all those things out. You never know what's going to actually work for you. But first and foremost thing, go to the doctor. If you take so many anti-inflammatory medications or so much Tylenol, so much ibuprofen, whatever your over-the-counter drug of choice is no longer working, get your hiney to the doctor. Ride your bike to the doctor. God, just get your ass on your bike. Ride to the doctor, okay? Because they're going to be able to identify what type of arthritis you have and be able to give you the right kind of medication, and might find that magic cocktail of medication and exercises to be able to take care of your pain for you. That way you can have an amazing ride, a long ride with your buddies, your friends, your family, or out solo with your favorite tunes, bebopping along, having a great time. And so, anyway, I wanted to thank you guys. I've been seeing that in many different groups that I'm in and many different chats that I'm in regards to writing. I've seen that topic come up many different times. And so I thought I would just make this video, throw this out there, and try to help all you guys, all you fellow writers, men, women, I don't care what gender, what sex, whatever you are, just go ride. Enjoy your time. Enjoy the tranquility, the peace, the adrenaline, whatever it gives you, go enjoy it. But let's do it with less pain and less cramping and less fatigue in our hands. The safer we are on our bikes, the better, because we got to react to all those crazy ass drivers. Not us, the crazy ass drivers out there. So if you found this video helpful, please go ahead and give me a like. Poke that little button, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. This is about my second or third video, and so please forgive the lighting. I'm really new to this. I'm trying to get out as much information as possible to help other writers, and this is such a cool activity, and I want to be able to help all the other writers out there have fun, be safe, be successful, and enjoy it for as long as you can. I mean, for God's sakes, I saw an article the other day, or a video, about that lady who is 90-some years old and still writing, if we are only that lucky. So, hopefully this information helps to help keep you writing safe and sound. Thank you for joining me on my page, Between the Pegs. So please subscribe, tell your friends, share it, forward it. If you have suggestions on other videos that you would like to see, or more exercises regarding the shoulder, the elbow, the back even, the upper body, anything, please let me know. Send me a message. I'll try to reply back as soon as possible. Anything I can do. Anyway, thank you for joining me today on Between the Pegs. Live life to the fullest. Ride, be safe. Get that wind in your hair.